I'm going to make your life very simple. I have no idea why this is messing up, but I'm going to give you everything I got because that's just what I do. I'm going to make your life very simple, okay? I'm going to take this pen that is a dry erase marker, and I'm going to write on this board, and I'm going to clear the clutter in your mind. I'm going to take this pen. I'm going to write on this board. I'm going to clear the clutter in your mind. All of you have the ability to have, do, and be whatever you desire. I don't care what nobody tells you. I don't care what any of your circles tell you, whatever your circles may be. Yes, sir, yes, ma'am. You can do, be, and have whatever you desire. With that being said, if you do not have, and if you are not whatever you want to be or desire, it is coming and happening from your thoughts. So let's talk about the universe being so simple, and you are a being. Everything you think, right here, it will go out, and then the universe will move like the Matrix. It will move. Am I still on camera if I do this? It will. They see me? It will move. The universe goes, oh, that's a thought. I don't match that frequency. I don't match that frequency. And when it does, it goes, yep, got it. And this is what I'll have. I'll explain that later, okay? Now, your thoughts will force this world to move, okay, into whatever you desire to have. Now, I was talking about Rene Descartes earlier. I'll do it again. Rene Descartes, the father of rationalism, says, now, if you're Googling Rene Descartes, it looks like it's spelled Descartes, okay? As in, or Descartes is what it looked like it's spelled. Rene Descartes. Now, here's what you need to understand. He said, well, you know, it's got this. Is it ready? You want me to fix it? He said, did you share it already?
Yes.
Okay, well, you get to go. Okay, he said, you know what, I don't think anything around me is real. It can't be. It can't be real. It's just during the scientific revolution, he said it can't. All these people with this, what you now call the scientific method, I don't think this is real. None of this is real. This isn't real. My arms are not real. These lights are not real. I would show you, but the last time we did that, we kind of like lost connection. And then this green screen isn't real. This board isn't real. This towel isn't real. Nothing's real. The chair's not real. I'm not real. This perfect beard I have is not real. Nothing is real, okay? Nothing about it is real. It just isn't. It's got to be an evil demon creating my reality. Therefore, I'm going to deconstruct everything in my physical reality. And after he did that, he said, well, that must not be real. This isn't my hand. This isn't my hand. This isn't my jacket. None of this is real. And he said, but wait a minute, I'm thinking. And since I'm thinking, that has to be real. Because the evil demon couldn't get in my thoughts. I prove it because I'm thinking this right now. And he says, I got it. I think. Therefore, I am real. That's what you have your saying on your Abercrombie and Fitch shirts. Is it Fitch or Fitch?
Fitch.
Fitch. Okay? I think, therefore, I am. If you're going to take some notes, we're going to get into some real dialogue here, and hopefully this doesn't stop on you. Now, I think. So as you think, this universe responds to you. That's number one. Okay? Number one in your reading and hearing is thoughts. Okay? Number one is thoughts. Number one, thoughts. Now, well, that's stupid. Why would he doubt his own reality? Well, I'll tell you why. If I tell you what can float, a fish or a rock, you're going to tell me a fish. You're going to say, well, how do I know? I'm going to say, how do you know? You say, well, I did the scientific method. I went and I created a hypothesis. My hypothesis was the next step. You remember? Experiment, probably?
I think so.
Okay, experiment, and whatever the hypothesis is, I don't remember anymore. Okay, that's just dumb. Okay, she doesn't remember either. But someone like me, a rationalist, would say, well, how did you know the difference between a fish or a rock? See, you missed it. You missed it, okay? You missed it. You've been out here doing all this scientific, studying, but you missed the fact that your brain is so powerful, you were able to identify the difference between a pen, a fish, and a rock. That's important. So your thoughts create things, whether you want this to be of a reality for you or not. Your thoughts are great creators. If you're religious, a thought created this world, and word spoken into existence. And it's up to you. But okay, well, she's religious. She likes that. That fit her Baptist genes over there. Okay. Now, that's great. Here's the second step you need to understand. I'm going to break this down very rationally. I'm going to put it in a different color this time. Okay. No, actually, no. I'm going to keep it in the same color. I'm going to put number 3 in a different color. Therefore, here we go. Number 2, thoughts. And then we're going to go with emotions. Okay? Thoughts and emotions. None of these thoughts really matter until you get emotional about them. And so you're gonna have we just got deeper. And this is gonna get much worse. Okay? As far as the realistic and the practicality of what's going on. Thoughts is what you do, but emotions is what you attract. Okay? Trying to make this make sense for you. Thoughts is what you do, what you're thinking, who you are. Emotions are what you're attracting. Now, I'll make sense for this out of you. Watch this here. I'm going to take this black now, and I'm going to, if you notice, if some of you notice I'm writing with a different hand, I'm actually even-handed, okay? So thoughts and emotions mix together and equal, okay, that's not supposed to be there, creation. Okay? I'll stand on this side. I guess I got to write with my right hand now. Thoughts, emotions equal creation. Okay? Here's what this means. Here's what this means. That means when you think something and you get really emotional about it, okay? When you think something, you get really, really emotional about it. That is what you will attract into this reality, whether you want that to happen or not. Okay? When you think something and you start getting really emotional about it, that is what you're going to bring into this reality. I'll explain even more in step 3. Okay? Now, let's make this make some sense. All of you can make $1 million. Yeah. Woo. There it is. There it is. You make $1 million.
Yes.
In the next 30 seconds. See that? See that emotional response you had? That emotional response you had when I put a time limit on it? That's what you really get. Not your excitement in your thoughts, but the emotions you keep deep within your mind.
Okay.
Okay? Does this make sense to you? Mm-hmm. Law of attraction, but it's not working for me. I'm telling you why right now. Because you can affirm all you want to. You can get up and say 6 Hail Marys and do some affirmations and pray to your deity of choice. But if you vibrate at a negative emotion, you're only going to get these negative emotions. That is it. There's nothing else is happening. This is not changing. This is just what it is. You can think good thoughts all you want. But if you have negative emotions behind those thoughts, then you are going to lose. Period. Point blank. Because these emotions backed up by these thoughts equal creation. I told you at the beginning of this video, I am going to take this pen and go right here on this board and simplify your life. Okay, you didn't know I could write with 2 hands, but I'm just going to keep doing that. My handwriting's sloppy with both hands, so it doesn't even matter. Okay? Now, here's what you need to understand. Your thoughts come back to you, but not all of them. Not all of them. Some of you right now, you were so mad, you said, I'll kill you, but you didn't. Put enough emotion behind that. And you will. Okay. Some of you have been right now saying, in the next 2 years, I'm going to retire. And it's 13 years ago.
Oh.
Because you didn't put enough emotion behind that. You know what you did? Think and Grow Rich calls it auto-suggestion. Your auto-suggestion is your subconscious thoughts that are running your life. It is what you are automatically suggesting to your subconscious. Okay, I'm going to draw. I'm running out of board space now. I want to go. Actually, let me do number 3, and then let me do number 3, then I'll be able to erase. Now, 3 is in a different color. Remind me to come back to auto suggestion. 3 is in a different color. 3 is board's moving. Stop moving, board. Expectation. All right, that's going to lead me into auto suggestion. These 3 things here are ruining or blessing your life. Okay, these 3 things here are ruining or blessing your life. Thoughts mixed with emotions automatically equal an expectation. Somebody write that down. Someone write that down. Thoughts mixed with emotion automatically equal expectation. That's not changing. And when you get to this expectation, you automatically get this creation. Okay? Thoughts equaled or coupled with emotion or reinforced with emotion, they automatically create an expectation. And from that expectation, you have no choice. At least 85% of the time, you will get this creation. At least 85% of the time, you want to make it a math problem? You want to come and make it a math problem?
You already did.
I did already, yeah.
Thoughts plus emotion equal expectations.
There it is. Thoughts plus emotions equal expectations. I'm going to put that in my next key, though. I didn't even realize she's a math teacher. I didn't even realize I made the math problem.
Come on, sir.
Thoughts plus emotions equal expectation. Okay? And from that expectation, you will get a creation. Am I making some sense to you?
Yes, sir.
I hope this makes sense. Hopefully you're out there quoting this and stuff. I need you blessed. It is so much easier for me to work with you blessed. Did that make sense to you?
Mm-hmm. Say it again.
It is so much easier for me to work with you blessed. So much easier. Okay, you got a question. Go ahead with the question.
Yes.
That's okay. I'm gonna be here for a little bit.
So you're saying is we should always feel good as if we have what we want already in our possession.
Whoever that is a genius. That's absolutely correct. You are a genius, sir or ma'am. That is exactly what you need to be doing. So let's say let me break down what this person just said. You need to always master, different color, master number 2. So you can bask in the glory of your creation. Because guess what emotions do? They actually make you think. If you feel good, you have happy thoughts. Yep. And when you feel good, have happy thoughts, you make a happy expectation. And from that happy expectation, no hater against you can stop your creation. I'm trying to help you out in this place. Now I feel
boss man.
I feel like I should rev up a little bit. I'm just
Come on now.
there's not a and if you feel good, there's not a hater against you that can stop your creation. Does that make sense?
Bible.
I'm trying to make this make sense to you. I am trying to make this make sense to you. I'm trying. Is this making some sense?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to make. This is for free. This is for free. I'm giving it to you right now. Okay, so let's recap. Because I'm about to erase the board. Okay, if you're being blessed, I challenge you to invite a friend to this feed. I challenge you to. Okay, you've had invited friends to the feed already. Okay, she has. She's saying, you know what, my cousin need to hear about this because he was complaining the other day, and I'm just trying to tell him that he needs to stop complaining because this is just too much.
Come on, sir.
Okay. Number 1. Okay, let's recap everything I've said thus far. You, sir, you, ma'am, are the master of your thoughts. You're basically God of your thoughts. But you blame other people for what you think. You've heard it before, right? You know what? If they just leave me alone, I would stop thinking this. I would stop doing this if they know how I am. If they just... No, that's not how it works. There is no they. There's only you. There are no victims. There are only co-creators. I want to get to that. That's how we're going to end. We're going to end there. I don't know how long this is going to be, but I'm giving this to you. I'm going to give this to you. I want you to be blessed. I can make more money if all of you were blessed. I could.
Amen.
I could. But I wouldn't have to fight so many people who are not blessed. I wouldn't have to slow down so much and teach. We can, if all of us were blessed and had happy thoughts, all of us would have all the money that we want. There is no lack in this universe. There is no lack. Only man creates lack. So here's a solid recap for you. A solid recap. A solid recap is when you think the universe, like the Matrix, it moves out your way to manifest whatever that thought. However you vibrated with that thought. Vibration. Emotions. Emotions are vibration. I'm going to come back to that in a second. However you vibrated, I want to keep this here because I can't even explain. You got a question? Okay. I can't even explain the next thing I want to say until you grasp this 1, 2, 3. Okay? Now, I got you. Let me get to the stop point. I'll take this question. Keep asking your question. I promise I'll answer them. Now, here's how this works. Your emotions are vibrating at a frequency, and the universe is going, no, that ain't my vibration, until the one goes, yep, that's me. Now that I've caught that thought, let me go. Boom! This is me, player. $1 million. Good job. Or, boom, player. That migraine you was talking about you was going to get all week. That's me. Either way, that's how it works. Let me explain to you how earthquakes work, okay? We can erase this now. Then you come on, bring there you go. Wait, actually, can you erase this for me? Can you erase it for me while I'm talking? She's going to erase it while I'm talking, okay? She's going to erase it while I'm talking. Okay, we're going to hold it. All right, there you go. You're going to erase it. Now, an earthquake will vibrate at what we call megahertz. We have a Richter scale for it. And the only buildings that the earthquake affects, building, here's my skyline. I am the greatest artist.
Architect? Okay, artist. There we go.
I'm an architect too.
Okay.
I'm the architect of my $1 billion future.
Come on, sir.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Here is the earthquake. This is actual footage of a skyline and an earthquake. Actual footage. Okay? All y'all owe me for that masterpiece. Actual footage. Now,
Yes, it is.
the earthquake is vibrating, but the only buildings that fall vibrate at the same frequency as the earthquake. There's another way I like to say that. The only buildings that fall match the mood of the force coming against it. Okay, I'm about to get to this question in 1 minute. I need you to turn up your head. If your finances have been falling, it's because your relationship with money have matched the mood of poverty. Okay? I'm trying to make this make sense to you. If your finances are falling, your relationship with money is matching the emotions, matching the mood of poverty. If you are having relationship problems, your behavior, your thoughts is matching the vibration of that problem you keep having. You don't believe me? Why do you think you keep having the same problem over and over, regardless if you switch people who you with?
Wait.
Reverend.
Wait.
Trying to make it make sense to you. Trying to make it make sense to you. Some of you done checked out your main relationship. You get mad at your side relationship and then take it out on your main boo. All right. You come on over here and erase this for me. Just trying to keep it real. You erase this for me. And can you ask me that question there? Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
You got it.
Yeah, you give me the question. You erasing that for me. All right, let's go.
I felt, instead of wanting to be rich, instead go for the feeling of being financially free and happy.
That's not going to work. Don't tell me who it is. But that can't work. It cannot work. And the reason that cannot work is because two things popped up that I heard immediately. Thing number one, instead of being rich. What's wrong with being rich? Like, think about that for a second. Did they say instead of being rich? What did they say?
Yeah, instead of
let's
wanting...
just stop right there. Whether you know it or not, you have created a reality in which rich is an option. It's you in your own dialogue. I don't know who you are. I don't even want to know who you are. I'll find out and I'll inbox you completely after this teaching. But when you said, instead of being rich, instead of, and for you, I don't know you. So it could be a religious background. It can be that all the rich people you know in your life are bad people, so you don't want to lose your good character. I don't know. But you have created a reality in which rich is a problem and it's an option. That's thing number one. But that's not the major problem. That's not the major problem, okay? Is this? Hopefully you're still online. And okay, good. Love you to death. But let me tell you why that won't work. Scientifically, your own verbiage. Remember, when I wrote down here earlier, thoughts, these thoughts are God-like creation. You understand? You are creating the godness that you are. However, makes sense? When you speak these things, you're fulfilling the other part. You're planting those thoughts when you speak. So you're planting rich as an option, and rich is not an option for you. Rich is your birthright. I'll prove it to you. When you were born as an infant, you were rich. You had all your lung capacity, all your brain capacity. You were so smart that you knew how to survive and you couldn't even speak. You forced your way out of life source and became a life-giving source. You forced yourself out of the womb that kept you alive and freed yourself from what was safety and came out here to what is risk and dominated life. Before you could ever crawl, you were dominating life. Does this make sense? So rich is not an option. Rich is your birthright. That's number one. Number two, what does financially free mean? Think about that, because now I have to explain to you the second. Well, let's go into it. Financially free is not specific enough. I don't even know what to give you. Let's say I'm a father, and my son says, "Dad, I want something." Okay, what you want? Well, I want a game. What kind of game? A game that lets me financially free. What does that mean, son? All these options I got. Choose one. You want to be financially free as a mechanic? You want to be financially free as a public speaker? You want to be financially free as a motivational speaker, transformational coach? Do you want to be financially free as a school teacher? What about a banker? Please tell me. I got all these options. I'm waiting. Let me know. And I can't bless you until you let me know which one to pull from. Okay? Now watch this here. That is how, if you're religious, that's how God works. If you're not, that's how the universe works. I don't know where to bless you. I know you want to be blessed. You say, I want to be financially free. Yeah, well, good. Yes, you do. Boom. There's more want to be financially free. How many of you feel like that right now? How many of you feel like that right now? That I want to lose weight. Yeah, good. Boom. Here's some more pounds so you can continue to want to lose weight. I'm making this make sense. I am making this make. Guys, I travel the world keynoting, and they pay me. Okay, I would put my speaker fee out there. Some of y'all, you understand? It's got commas in it. Okay, and I do this and get paid. I'm giving it to you for free. Yes, you want to be financially free. You sure do, and you deserve to be financially free. But you only want it. You don't have a specific goal for it. Me personally, I want $16 million cash by December 27, 2018. Cash. See how specific that is? I want $16 million cash, not some, I want cash. I want to roll around like Floyd Mayweather in some cash. I want some money phones. No, I'm not going to do that on the internet. I come from 807 38th Street, Galveston, Texas, 77550. They rob you for stuff like that. You understand? Down over there. So ain't going to be no money phones, especially now with no $16 million. But the point is, on December 27, 2018, I want $16 million cash. That's believable for me. It may not be believable for you. You must do what is believable for you. Make sense? But see how specific mine is. This is where others of you go wrong. That is specification. My goal is to be very specific in what I desire, but not too specific to where it frustrates me. Oh, I'm saying something, okay? Okay. My goal that I want is very specific to where I can attract what I desire and get what I desire, but it's not specific enough to frustrate me. Let me show you what specific enough to frustrate me is. I want $16 million, December 27, 2018, and I'm going to get it at this exact day and time. And when I'm going to get it for this source of income, and it needs to look exactly like this. And on my way to the bank during the month of April, I need to have this. And I need to have all this. And then you go, man, how am I do all that? I don't even have all that together. How? The more people who are very specific, they always wonder about how. You need to be specific enough to believe it and draw from the infinite resources that we have, but not so specific that you become a doubter in your own dreams. Mm-hmm. Make sense? Mm-hmm. One of the most powerful things I can tell you is these lights are hot. One of these most powerful things I can tell you is make sure that you have enough faith to be specific about your goals, but not enough intelligence to specific your way out of them. Have enough faith to be specific about your goals, but not so specific to where you start saying, I want it to look like this. So when it come into your life, you don't appreciate it because it looked differently. She got it? All right, good job for her. Good job for you. Love you. Love you, whoever you are. I love you. Good job for you. Good job for you. So you need to be more specific with your financial freedom, okay? Let's go back to this 1, 2, 3 that I wrote down. Let's talk about that number 2, expectation, okay? It was number 3. Number 3 was, I'm sorry, I want to talk about number 2, emotions, okay? Now I want to talk about, now let's talk about number 3, expectation. You was right the first time. I want to talk about expectations. When you desire, if I got questions, you guys feel free to answer questions. I'm here for the long haul. If you want something, you have to expect it. It's 2 parts you need to understand here. Okay, it's 2 parts. Here I go with writing with both hands again. Did I write with my left hand already? I think I did. All right, so I'm gonna write with my right hand to keep you entertained. I'm gonna write with my right hand. All right. You got 2 thoughts here. Well, 2 things. You have thoughts, and then you have expectations. Now I told y'all it don't matter what hand I write with, it ain't legible. Okay, it don't matter. I'm a boss. I'm not a white boy writer. Okay, now thoughts. Excuse me. Expectations. Got it? Thoughts. Expectations. All of you are currently thinking what you want, but you don't expect it to happen in your life. The things that will show up in your life, they come when you expect them to. Is this making sense? Mm-hmm. The things that will show up in your life will come when you expect them to. That's not going to change. Now remember, you can only expect if you emotionally are invested in that thought. Give you a case in point. When I'm emotionally invested in, now this is just me and my personality, I'm compulsive. When I think something, I think all the time. All the time. I'm like my business partner, Tempest. Brain just don't even shut off. She be up at 4 o'clock in the morning Googling how nuclear bombs are made. It's just crazy. We just don't even how's the color black made? And she just be Googling the craziest stuff. What's inside a cell phone? It's crazy stuff. Now, my brain never cuts off, but I don't get all my thoughts and I can't monitor all my thoughts. It's too hard. That's too difficult. That's way too difficult. It's too hard, too difficult. You can't monitor all your thoughts, especially if you have one of those. If you're a free thinker, you be thinking about everything. Somebody be talking to you, be like, yeah, I'm listening to you. Start thinking about beans. What you gonna wear tomorrow? Did she just spit out her mouth? All that stuff. You start thinking about all that stuff. You start all that stuff. If you're an introvert, you be like, hey, She's too close. You think about all that stuff while people are talking. Now, expectations are rooted into emotions. Here's what I need you to understand. You can't get anything unless you expect it. A thing I use around here in our circle is it's our birthday. This is a culture that we have. When you wake up on your birthday morning, you expect money and people to be nice to you.
That's it. Mm-hmm.
Does this make sense?
Yes.
I mean, seriously, some of you wake up and go, they better not today. Better not today. I didn't come here to work. It's my birthday. It's a holiday. And some of you have such a good day on your birthday because you have intended a day so good you started the whole month.
My God.
Your birthday on the 29th. You start celebrating on the 1st. Now, you got to think about this for a second. On the 1st, 28 days in the future, you are intending a good day on the 29th. You need to treat your whole life like that. So you didn't think I was going somewhere. You should be intending 29 days from now, the great day you're going to have. Guess what? They owe you money right now. They do. They do. They do. You need to be intending that everybody that owe you a dime, they're going to give you back your dimes. And if they don't, you don't need them no more. Not the people, the money. Because you made enough. You always need people. Okay, don't be rude. Now, you need to expect these things. You need to expect what's coming into your reality before it gets there, and you will get it. Period. Point blank. That's not changing. The reason why the law of attraction not working for you, and that's not what we're talking about. I'm just trying to make your life simple. The reason why you're not getting that retirement you want, that man you want, that baby you want, whatever that is that you want, the reason she's like, oh, I got enough babies. I don't need no more of those. I understand. But for those out there that want a baby, you understand. Now, you need to mix that thought with emotion, but expect it. Expect it. When you watch a scary movie, woo! All those thoughts go in your head. When you walk out, you go, it was just a movie. It's cool. See, you didn't fulfill the second part. You didn't fulfill the second part. But if somebody told you, I saw that scary face on the wall yesterday in my house, and I walked up and my furniture was upside down. Girl, let me see. And you get over there and look like the furniture's upside down. Now you're going to go to your house, hearing stuff. Because you fulfilled the second part. That thought became real. If it's real over here, it might be real for me. And come on, have you ever been in your house and you saw something go by and you looked and wasn't nothing there? Yeah, because when the movies made you expect somebody going to act crazy in your house, and you like me, you had a whole house. I'm out of here. You had a whole house. Won't be no filming. I won't get no little camera. We ain't going Facebook Live. You had this whole house. I'm out. That about right?
That's about right.
Some of y'all, you're like, I can handle a ghost. You can't handle that roach though. You get a big old roach. You get a roach my size in your house. You walk in your house and you got a life-size roach, 5'7", 230 pounds. You got a roach, 5'7", so you be like, you know what? Lord, you've been good. I'm out of here. This whole house, and you gonna bomb the whole house. Am I right? You understand?
Get it,
Okay.
y'all.
All right. Okay, get that eraser for me.
God, come get it.
I want to teach you 3 things after this. Yeah, you can get it because I might knock it down. I want to teach you. See if we got any questions. I want to teach you 3 things after this. Okay? 3 things. Got a question?
Why are you this way?
Why am I this way? I'm sure that was Tiffany's. Okay. Now, I want to teach you 3 things. I covered them last Sunday, but I want to cover them in more detail this Sunday. Okay? Actually, before I get to the 3 things, I want to show you something. Everything in this world is in what you call, what hand was I writing with?
think
Do this.
Yeah.
Okay, it's called superposition. Superposition, okay? Everything in this world is in superposition. Here's what that looks like. a wave particle. That's what it looks like, okay? A wave particle is think of it as, not wave particle, wave form, okay? Think of it as infinite possibilities existing in this wave. It can happen any way. Any way. If someone curses you out, how do you respond? Let that happen to you. Let that happen to you. However you respond. But I need you to know your response is simply a particle that you collapsed this wave on and decided to do. That is it. Don't worry about it. I'll break it out anymore. There's an infinite possible numbers in which you, is it working? There's an infinite possible numbers in which you can do when somebody cuss you out. You choose keeping it real. Does that make sense?
Lord, yes.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? I don't mind if they cuss me out because you know what? I got power with my actions because it doesn't matter what people do to me. Because whatever people do to me, I can control how I respond. Good job. Learn behavior. Now they walk up to you and slap you for no reason.
My God.
You see that learned skill you got? We're going to see what them instincts do now. Okay? That learned behavior that you learned. Somebody just walk up to you randomly and slap you. Now, you're going to take this wave and your instincts is going to collapse on one option. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. She's doing a little fist motion. How many of you out there? Come on, how many of you out there right now will be like, did you understand? And some of us is like, some of us out there is like, I'll just pray for them as they slap me. I'll turn the other cheek. I understand. Good job for you. Good job for you. I'm not here to actually know which one you're going to do. My point is, everything exists in infinite realities. You choose one of these. You have an infinite possibilities of whatever you do, be, and want, or how you're going to think and behave. Let me sit on this side real quick. However you're going to think and behave, you have an infinite opportunity to do whatever you want to do. Infinite to do whatever you want to do. You, sir, you, ma'am, collapse it into this one every time. Okay? Now hand me that, because everybody here ain't saved. This kind of looks a little derogatory. I'm just going ahead and erase that. All right. There you go. Okay? Now, back to the particle. Okay? Here we go. Saved. I saved. Infinite possibilities. Particle. Everything in this world. Come erase this one real quick. Everything in this world is one thing. Yeah, you erase the whole thing. Everything in this world, I was helping my fellas out. The covers are hilarious. I got the best community in the whole wide world. Okay? Everything in this world exists in this man. Okay? I might be able to draw this better with my left hand. Right there. Particle. Right there. Everything exists in this particle. Everything in this world exists in this particle. Every single thing exists in this particle. It starts existing here. So in truth, as I correct myself, everything exists in this wave. Everything in your reality exists in this particle. That's it. Write that down. Everything in this world exists in an infinite number of opportunities. You can Google superposition. Just put super and the word position together. You'll see. Try to Google superposition explain, because I'm a quantum physics nerd, and you're going to get some serious explanations and some math equations for superposition. Okay? So put superposition explain, and it'll give you the common vernacular so you can understand it. Now, infinite. But what you do in your reality is you take a particle. Now watch what I just did here. Does it take talent? Does it take talent to already have infinite possibilities? Does it take being born on the right side of the tracks? Does it take being male or female? We just had Women's Day. Can men against you, women, stop you from having an infinite amount of possibilities?
No.
Now, I'm not saying that we are not stupid. Okay, men are stupid. I totally understand that. We are. We are. Men are stupid, and we let 100 of y'all apply for 3 jobs, while it's 67 job openings that all of y'all can qualify for because all of y'all are better than us. I'm with that, but the infinite possibility is still yours. But you collapse on what you desire. Now, let's make this make sense. Have an eraser? Let's make this make sense. I'm going to take away this wave. Thank you. I'm going to take away this wave, and I'm only going to leave the particle. Wave is gone. Now it's just a particle. Now, pay attention to this here. This is your life. You are manifesting from a particle your life. Up until now, most of you have manifested what you do not want. Up until now, most of you have taken the infinite possibilities of life and only manifested what you do not want. Every time you go to sleep, you forget who you are. This is quantum physics again. Every time you go to sleep, you forget who you are. You have an opportunity to wake up and say thank you, have some gratitude. You have an opportunity to wake up and remember. Think about this. When you woke up this morning, you had no idea what side of the bed you on. You did for a few seconds. For a few seconds, your slate was white, clean. But what you did was, I'm mad at my wife. Let me go pick up that reality. Put that back here. Boom. You know what? I hate this job. Let me pick up that reality. Put that back here. Most of you are reconstructing the life you complain about every morning when you arise. Can somebody write that down for me? Most of you are reconstructing the life that you complain about. You're reconstructing the life that you complain about every morning that you arise. Every single morning. Every single morning you wake up, you're building what you hate. How many of you know that to be true? How many of you are transparent enough to know that's true? Okay? They're pretty high in awareness. Stop building a life you don't want. Would you like to know how not to build a life you don't want?
Yes, please.
All right, I'm getting ready to land the plane. It's going to take me a little bit. Hand me this thingamabobby. I'm going to give you, Eraser. Thingamabobby. In all languages, it's a thingamabobby. If I go to French right now and say that thingamabobby, they're going to understand what I'm saying, okay? Cavemen was like, ooh, thingamabobby. You understand? And that's how it went. Just like that. Now, that's how it went. I'm serious. That was actual footage of cavemen pointing to rocks and stuff, okay? Now, I'm going to show you how to do this here. Number 1, law. Why did I write in cursive? That's cool, man. That's cool. Law of, I forgot to spell of that fast. Attraction. And why am I back in print? Okay. Law of attraction. I have no idea what's going on with my brain wanted me to do. Maybe I just like my cursive L's. Maybe that's what it is. It is pretty nice, right? Okay, cool. Nice. My grandmother's name started with Lorraine, and I used to actually practice writing her name, so that must be. Boom! Shout out Lorraine Temple Smith. She sleeps with her ancestors. Okay, good. So, law of attraction. That's number 1. Numero 2. I'm going to do it again. Law of, I'm going to write this big, creation. Write that big so you can see it. Because it's almost important than number 3. Number 3. Now I guess I'll just stay right here. Law, I'm going to write this bigger, of allowing. Okay. Law of allowing. I need no more pen. Here you go. We're going to work this. We're going to make this work. Okay? We're going to make this work. The most powerful law in the universe is law of attraction. Some people call it cause and effect. Your Bible, if you're a Christian, calls it reap and sow. Socrates talked about it about 400 years before Christ walked the earth. If you're a historian, Law of attraction. It simply says, it's simply a side effect of the law of vibration. The law of vibration says everything is in motion. Everything is vibrating. Everything is, no, I'm sorry.
Wow.
Everything,
Wow.
I couldn't help myself. My arms were moving, and I want to hop, the hip, you know what I'm saying? I want to, don't make me pop it.
Don't you pop lock.
No, don't make me,
Don't
make me.
Don't
I'll go back to the 80s.
Don't you pop lock. Oh, my Lord.
Hip hop and get up. It's a big bang.
Okay, I have no idea why I'm doing that. Okay, cool. I have no idea why I'm doing that. Don't worry about me. Law of attraction says, and that's really going to be on camera too.
Yes.
Law of attraction says that whatever you put out, it comes back. Period. Point blank. That's how it works. Now, law of creation. Let's borrow from Abraham Hicks. She would say law of deliberate creation, because all of you are master creators. Period. Up until now, you have created the life that you wanted, whether you want to admit that or not. Now, it's not the life you deliberately intended, but it is the life that your dominant thoughts wanted. Does that make sense? I get it. I know you didn't want to be in poverty. I know you didn't want to lose that car, lose that house. I'm not here to beat you up, but your dominant thoughts expected you to lose that car. Expected you to lose that house. You know it. Some of you right now, you get in your car, and the first thing you do when you start up is you look at those dashboard lights. Because you know, at some point, that check engine gonna come on. Some of you right now expect that check engine light to come on. Because you had to change that transmission before. It cost you $2,000. You ain't trying to do that no more. And every time you get in, you go, whew, good. I ain't changed my oil a little bit. I need to hurry up and change it. But it's too cold outside or it's too hot outside, so you don't do none of that. Then you look at it again. Of course, 6 months later, guess what's going to happen? It's going to come on because you looked for it for 6 months. You have the life you expected, not the life you wanted. Somebody write that down. Yes, it makes so much sense.
Oh my God.
You have the life you expected, not the life you wanted. Not the life you wanted. You have the life you expected. In this life, Les Brown says, in this life, you won't get what you want, you would get who you are. I'm saying the same thing in a different way, because I'm a different guy. You have, in this life, what you expected, not what you wanted. Your dominant thoughts, mixed with emotions, are running the law of creation. The law of attraction is constantly working, whether you want it to or not. It is obedient. Put poison in the ground, poison come back up. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Put blessings in the ground. Blessings come back up. When you take a thought and you mix it with emotion, you now go into the law of creation. I told you at the beginning of this video, go back and watch it, invite some people. I told you that I was going to make this very practical so you can see how simple the universe is and simplify your life. It's just helping people.
Yes.
Yes.
Got any questions?
Someone made the comment.
Sure, go ahead with the comment, and I'll keep going.
Can a creator get an eraser now and then? I'm only saying that out loud because I understand that.
You need an eraser? Oh! Yeah, you need an eraser.
So can a creator
That's fair.
get an eraser?
That's
now?
fair. That is fair. But no. No. It's fair. I want an eraser too. I got some folk in my past I would love to erase.
My Lord.
You know what? I just don't want them
My
or the
gosh.
consequences that came from them. You understand.
Yes.
Some of you, since this is my video, I can say what I want.
Okay.
Some of us would like to unsleep with some folk. You understand. Can I just like not meet him? Can I just erase this one? I'll take this one, but can I erase? I understand. I completely understand. I ain't mad at you, but no.
Can I erase this decision?
You can't. You can't erase what you created. You can't. Go ahead.
So is there a way to reverse the effects of the things that we have created?
Yes and no. I'll answer both. If you create something and it hasn't manifested in your life yet, there's a strong possibility you can uncreate that by planting a different seed. Get it? Mm-hmm. If you just, you know what, I don't want this. I do apologize. Let me put that one down. If you put enough of that one down, which is the good, by the time the bad one come up, if it ever does, you won't even notice it.
Okay.
Have 99 good things, and it's, okay, he cussed me out. I ain't care anyway. You know, you go on with the happiness around you and your team and your mastermind group. Make sense? Oh, she didn't share my status. That's cool. That's cool. My whole team will. You get it? Or something like that. Whatever that may be. Oh, I lost $100. That's okay, but I also made $150,000.
Okay.
You get it? Okay. Something like that. That's how that will work. There's a second part of that, though.
Okay.
Okay, I need everybody to lean in, because this is hard to accept and liberating if you do. You're going to have to reap whatever you plant. You're going to have to live in the manifestation of whatever you create. But you're always living in the residual of what you have created. So this is your life right now. But what is today? Is it Thursday?
March 9th, Friday.
Friday. Okay. I don't have a job, so I don't never know what today is. Today is Friday. You said March 9th. March 9th, 2018. Yeah, we'll put a date on it. Friday, March 9th, 2018. You still have to reap the harvest of Friday, March 9th, 2017.
Okay.
All of it hasn't come up yet.
Oh, God.
But you can walk past it if you keep moving forward.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Remember that. If you keep moving forward, you can walk past it. That's one part. Here's the second part. That's why I say yes and no. The second part is understanding that you are never living your harvest. Excuse me. You're never living your planting. You're always living your harvest. None of you live your planting. You live your harvest. So if you don't like your life now, celebrate, because it's not who you are now. It's who you were then.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
That's it.
That question will change this whole video. In this life, today, on March 9th, you said, 2018, at whatever time it is, this is not who you are. This is who you were. The harvest. Your actions today are who you are, but you won't reap the harvest of them until they come up in the future. So I want all of you to be liberated and celebrated for the mere fact that whatever is going on in your life, if you don't like it, celebrate. It's not your worth, it's what you were. It is not your, you can shout, that's shouting stuff. It is not your worth, it is what you were. And what you were should never be equated to what your worth is. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
So if you want to uncreate something, the full answer is both yes and no. Yes, you can simply unplant it, but if you simply just walk past or respect the fact that if you don't like it, you can't erase it, but you can respect, that's not me anyway. And when you don't pay attention to it, then you erase it.
Okay.
When you don't give it energy or thoughts, that's when you can use your eraser. So whoever asks the eraser question, if you don't pay attention to it, that is when you use your eraser. Make sense?
Sir.
So all of you are constantly creating. You want to deliberately create, and luckily for you is what I've been talking about for the whole hour. I've been talking about this for the whole hour. You said a math problem. Thoughts plus emotions equal creation. You want to deliberately create your thoughts, but you have to respect your emotions, because your emotions are bringing about the thoughts you intentionally have or unintentionally have. So if you want to be a master of deliberately creating your reality, you need to watch your thoughts. You need to watch your emotions. It's too hard to watch your thoughts. You watch your emotions, you will find out what your thoughts are. If you are feeling bad, stop right now. Right now. If any of you feel bad watching this video, and I'm not talking about convicted, but bad, stop. Go find some other guru. I'm not a guru. Go find some other guy or gal and go listen to them. I shouldn't be making you feel bad. Don't do anything that makes you feel bad. That is your, just depending on what school of thought you come from. Your inner being, your Holy Spirit. It doesn't matter. Your consciousness, whatever school of thought you come from, is screaming at you, no, this isn't what you want. Stop before you create more of what you don't want. That's your emotions. It's screaming at you, stop being mad. You know we don't want this. And you keep manifesting what you don't want. Make sense? Mm-hmm. Now, let me get the eraser number 1. I don't need the pen on. This shall free thee. Law of allowing. Everything I've talked about in this hour of this phone call, this video, this teaching, it applies to everybody. What applies to you, what applies to you, what applies to you also applies to me. That means I am deliberately, or is there an opposite of deliberately? Undeliberately? Or unintentionally? Okay, yeah. I am either deliberately or unintentionally creating my reality, but I am creating it. And I am walking around you just creating all day. All day I'm walking around you creating. And I'm just throwing off little prosperity beads or doo-doo beads. I'm just, boom. You can have either one of them. It don't matter. It's out of prosperity. Here, take these rainbows or take this fecal matter. That's it. That's all I'm doing. Boom. There's only just those two. Right? There's only those two. Now, since I'm creating, since I'm just walking around like a monkey in the cage, just throwing my waste products and just boom. You don't want those people in your life. If you don't want them in your life, or if you do want them in your life, if it's good, you need to respect that you are what you are. I'm going to do it so this Baptist person over here can shout. I am that I am.
All right.
All right, there she is. All right. She liked the Bible. Okay. I am that I am. I am God of my creation. So are you. And I need to respect the fact that if you are building something in your life that I don't like, that's your birthright. I'm finna free you. The law of allowing says I get to let you be whatever you want to be. And whatever you want to be has no effect on me. This is where I confuse people. Whatever you want to do has no effect over me. It can't. Because I create my own. And if I don't want to allow you into my reality, if I don't want to allow your harvest into my garden, I don't have to.
That's it.
And I do it by not paying attention to you. I pay attention to the people that I want.
That's it.
Okay.
If you have somebody in your life that's hurting you, it's because you pay attention to them. It's the only way. There is no other way. You give them attention, which means you give them energy. And you can only give energy to what you allow into your reality. And when you allow them, they are now manifesting in your life. I don't have customers that don't pay. I don't. I just don't. I just think everybody should pay me. I do. I give a whole bunch of stuff away for free, but I am not afraid to say $1,997. And I will sit there and tell it to you like, and that's a deal.
Please.
You understand what I'm saying? I don't have customers that don't pay. I used to. when I wanted people to like me more than I wanted prosperity. When I wanted people to like me more than I wanted prosperity, I said things like, hey man, look, it costs this, but don't worry about it, man. I got you. You understand what I'm saying? Just like me is what I was saying subconsciously. No. Don't bless me, like me. Somebody should have wrote that one down. A lot of you have a whole lot of folk that like you but don't bless you. Somebody should really write that down. That was not part of the script. That came from way above, okay? You have a lot of people in your life that like you but don't bless you. They like your memes but won't buy your products. They like your body parts but not you as a person. We're ready to land the plane. I promise you. I'm getting ready to land the plane. I feel somebody going, you know what? I came here for money. You just doing too much today. I understand. The law of allowing says, you are what you are. I am what I am. And if I don't want you in my life, you don't have to be there. I'm not talking about negative stuff. But if you are in my life being negative to me, it is only because I thought it. It is only because I allowed it. And because I allowed it, that's why you're here. And if I don't want you here, I simply don't allow you. I respect that you will create over there. And that's fine. And so the obvious question is, can we attract negative people? Yes. And the other obvious question is, can we attract people who are negative even though we're not thinking negative? No. No. You cannot. You cannot attract what you don't want if you don't want it. You can't. You can't. Why are short women with tall men? Not because they're sexy. It's because they secretly want to be taller. And what they want goes out into the universe. And since they can't be taller, they allow into their life the experience of taller. I just made a lot of sense just now. I just made a lot of sense. Since they can't be taller, they allow into their life the experience in another person of taller. And that's what happens. Your whole life works this way. Yes, it's like attracts like, but the reason we had to say that opposites attract is not the opposite. What you secretly desire is coming to you all the time. And you allow into your life the experience of taller so you get it. That's what happens. Every time. Every time. So when you allow into your life, so some of you are fronting like you're happy, but you secretly want to show your inner desire of being depressed, of being angry, of being terrible. So you draw into your life the people that would take you out your character. That makes sense? Mm-hmm. You secretly have a problem on the inside. You want to complain about the government so bad, but you can't do it because of your reputation. Mm-hmm. So you secretly draw into your life people who will let you complain about your government or make you complain about your government. This is what happens because you have not mastered the law of allowing. The law of allowing says, go be you. Fly freely. I will too. And in my flock of geese will be just what I want. So if you want something out of life, it's simple. You follow all these things I just told you. You can't master this, law of allowing, until you understand law of attraction, law of deliberate creation, law of creation. But I will tell you this. If something is in your life that you do not desire, that you do not want, you have allowed it. My name is Antonio T. Smith Jr. You can plant better. You can dominate.